Hello, me. I live again. Hi, good time of day. Hi. I have no better intro than that. I just won't play game. That's about it. All right. Yeah, Steam? You want to actually acknowledge the fact that I have a controller, please? Trying not to elbow over my fucking coffee cup. Okay. God damn it, Steam. There we go. There we go. Good fucking hell. Immediately today, huh? Anyways, Palworld. So, there was a little bit of stuff that I did, mostly just to make sure certain things were actually in any way possible. And while I know for a fact that, no, you can't beat the game PALless, there's a shocking amount you can actually get done without them. And as you can see, I've done a little bit. Welcome to my house that I built without the help of pals. As you can see, we have a nice little, like, work thing that states that I have not a single friend. If you notice here, there's none in there either. That's right, I have no pals. I don't plan to. Anyways, so this is one of those ideas I had while sitting around playing with the others at one point. Because I noticed there's a couple of things that you could do now. And you may have a question or two about certain things, like what counts as a pal? Well, there is very much things the game calls pals, and I have zero interest in capturing or using them. If I am forced to outright at some point have pals for something, that's one thing. But as things go, I will not be putting them in my base. I will not have them on my team if I can so help it. And if I do receive any, at best, they will be used for whatever they are absolutely required for. And then, you know, I will not have anything else to do with them. Now, how will I get anything done, you may wonder? Well, there is, in fact, if you understand certain things, something that isn't a pal. The game even directly states as much. Hee hee. But that's neither here nor there, and I'm actively kind of avoiding it for right now for, reasons. No decent reason, mind you, but yeah. As you can see, I may have also died in some places. There is a couple of things that end up, in dungeons that are not so good. And you may notice that, yeah. So, realistically, what is the current goal of this kind of character? Fuck around and see. That's basically it. I've just played this character by wandering dungeon to dungeon and doing stuff. That's about it. Yeah. We have already lost 280 frames. I am so fucking tired of my ISP. Hopefully that was a hiccup that I won't have to deal with further. Hopefully. But yeah, as you may notice, I have not caught anything. None of these things have ever been caught. I have not caught one thing or another ever. Yay. I had a cup of coffee before I went live. In fact, that's why I set it to an hour. waiting screen. Anybody who knows me knows that that waiting screen is completely pointless because I'll start whenever I'm ready to start. It's just there as a warning and a timer for myself if I end up waiting. All right. But yeah, I just wanted to find a way to actually make this game a little bit more active for myself overall, to be honest. I'm curious what's up with some of the pals overall. Like, I wanted to see some stuff, if the devs accounted for it at all. But yeah. The reason why I'm also actively not going after any humans is they kinda can serve the literal same function as pals for the most part. So unless I absolutely need to capture some humans for something, I don't intend to do much. Not for a while. That water. Oh, God. I don't know how long the stream will be, by the way. There is the slight problem of I'm eventually going to have to stop because the weather. And by the weather, I mean the godforsaken season known as summer is upon us, and it has prevented me from streaming in the daytime in general. But yeah, I've been just kind of wandering around the opening area. Unfortunately, I have a few things that I have to, like, consider. Because potions as they exist within the game are a bit of a weird position. Ideally, what I would do would be to just use potions to power level the shit out of myself. The problem with that is that there are two primary ways to get a hold of potions that are available to me in any way, shape, or form. First off is the issue of crafting them. Entirely possible. Unfortunately, not likely at the moment. While that will ultimately be what I need to do, crafting potions is a bit odd. They require predator core. Like the predator cores. And to kill one of the, like, rampaging pals is not easy. Why is things being so fucking janky? We lost 20 frames again. Oh my god, this game. Partially, by the way, one of the reasons why summer is so bad for me comes down to the fact that, I only have so much room in where I live, and unfortunately, the computer and my desk can only sit next to a window. In summer, you know, that place that's terrible for keeping it cool here. Or warm in the winter, but whenever it's winter, it's actually better, because then the cold air is leaking in and keeps the computer actually cooler. But during the summer, the computer and the window just kind of heat up this place, and none of the air conditioning is anywhere near this spot of the house. For anybody who just kind of wanted an explanation of why. Level 11 Chillet. I'm considering if there's any bosses I could fight. I do have the 3-shot bow, which has been the major thing to get early on, because it actually allows me to fight bosses a lot easier. I have also been going to the town and buying arrows, mind you. The basic arrows are just best to be bought. It's really that simple. I don't know where I sit on eggs, by the way. Like, it's technically an interaction with a pal only in so much as, like, genetically it's a pal. I could easily just take them and sell them if I wanted to, but eh. Also, just playing it like this gives me a vague reason to wander and look around at stuff a bit more. Which, I will say, one of the things I like best about this game has been its just world. I don't know if any of the, like, story makes sense, but frankly, I wouldn't expect it to that much. It strikes me as a game that's not meant to be taken that seriously. I'm sure there's interesting stuff, but yeah. Oh god, I can't wait until eventually YouTube shows me somebody who's made a Palworld lore video. And the worst part is, I couldn't say that's something they shouldn't do. Even though I don't think this game's lore probably means much of anything outside of just being set dressing. Which, this is an open world game where the main thing is about just doing shit, so... It's not like, you know, a series built on a deep lore of some kind. Never tried a palace run myself. I can tell you right now, it's technically impossible. But it's still interesting. I don't have the money to give her right now, but missions are kind of good to do. There's also a bunch of technologies I won't be able to get, but that's neither here nor there. I've just been taking stuff where I can. Mission-wise... that gives us a pal fruit and some of that stuff, but realistically, it's the XP we want. Also, hi. I like challenge runs. It's just that often my patience and like attention span don't last enough for them. Although, I keep going back to other games for challenge runs. Ellen particularly is a game that I keep thinking about challenge runs for. That, and I keep playing Extreme One Chunk Man RuneScape account stuff, so... I really probably should just stream more challenge run stuff. I keep telling myself I should. Just as the case of it. Because, like, it's a major thing that I do that just doesn't appear on the channel as much as it probably should. Most of the time because I'm just like, I don't think anybody would watch that. Like... most of the time, challenge run content is, yeah, I did a challenge run. Here's the YouTube video of me explaining and going over what happened. Which, I fucking despise video editing. Making the shorts that are on the channel is about as much as I could stomach at that point, and I still can't be bothered to do that at all again. And realistically, that's one of those things I need to get over with about myself, because realistically, I really should. I should make videos, but it's just the eternal problem of I'm always tired And I hate video editing. I hate scripting. I hate video editing. I hate having to like keep a recording of everything to have like clean video footage. I hate making assets for it. Just the entire process of video editing aggravates the shit out of me. And unfortunately, it's just one of those things I'm like, I wish it didn't. I know some video editing software. That's the funny thing. Like, I can use some video editing software, okay. It's just, it's like a constant struggle for me to even have the energy to do so. It's such a time sink. Why is it hitching so often? Here, let's do something like this. Because this game runs on Unreal Engine. It's probably one of the better Unreal Engine games in terms of performance, I've noticed. But still, there's some issues with it that I might need to fuck with. I might need to restart the game, actually. Oh, the rush pores. Oh, here's one that's open. But yeah. And the worst part is, even if I sit down, edited together an entire video, I know what's going to happen. That's just going to make me go, okay, now there's an expectation for me to probably continue this. And because of the way I just fucking despise video editing, that'd make me want to do it even less, weirdly enough. It's not like I wouldn't want to, on some level. I keep wanting to, like, do challenge runs and share that kind of thing, and I know videos would probably be the best way to do that, even if I just stream stuff, for the most part. But, like, oh my god, just the thought of having to constantly record hours and hours of footage and then sit down and cut all of it up, add in like effects and whatnot, sit down and do a voiceover. I think I would fucking despise ever doing that. Come on, there we go. We don't have enough arrows, potentially. These guys drop bullets, weirdly enough, and not arrows. Do I want to beat them to death with a stick instead? I probably should. More training manual. And the worst part is, the just genuine worst part is, I know I would despise it because I've tried multiple times. I know I would despise it because I genuinely fucking despise it. I've tried. Like, even beyond the shorts, I actually have tried to do proper videos in the past, and I've scrapped those projects each time within like 2 weeks because, oh, it just, it gets so under my skin for some reason. Can use Kden Live and DaVinci Resolve, and I've tried many other programs and still almost never touch them because the UI is never good. The UI is one problem, yeah. Fishing. Meat cleaver. Oh. And the funny thing is like, there's stuff I could do. There's topics I know silly amounts about. Nothing makes intuitive sense. Yeah. You know what's fucking insane about everything? I was in computer lab kind of stuff in high school. I did like video editing in high school. And I have tried on and off for many years. Just wildly enough. I think the worst part is I could probably get, if I really pushed myself, an entire video edited. And then I'd just sit down and look at the fact that I'd need to do voiceover. And that's the other thing that always gets me. I'm not able to read lines that well. And I'm not good at stream of consciousness. One of the reasons, by the way, that I've been just going through the basic dungeons outside of the EXP is to get the work speed potions. Until I directly run into the need for actual pals, aka non-pals but humans, because the game calls them not pals, I want to at least be able to craft stuff, and work speed is going to save my ass on more than one occasion. I can't really talk without anyone listening. It's just weird to me. Yeah. But yeah, sitting down and trying to just do voiceover stuff feels really just like feels is one of those things, I should say, that also I just don't really think I do well, despite having tried multiple times. Reading is one of those things that I'll always have trouble with, unfortunately. Hooray. But yeah, I could maybe write a script. I could probably edit together footage. Maybe I could put together some form of just me talking about a subject with loose notes. And then I'd just sit there and have to think about the fact, yeah, I'd have to put all this together, and I know every single one of those things would be pissing me off already. I really, really wish it wasn't the case. Oh, look, Vixies. I'm also just someone who's not very good at long-term projects that I'm alone with, unfortunately. Like, I'm not completely directionless. I can get myself to work on things, but often I just kind of wander about. I think that's just the best way to put it. I just kind of wander. attack is important. I'm going to need to get that up with levels specifically. Until we are able to kill certain things really easily, we're just going to have to keep pumping attack. You may notice I also have been slowly collecting certain things that are not important to this whole thing at all. I'm just doing that because I can. I need to organize this. I need to sit down and organize my inventories. Can I make that? That will be a good boost to my... everything. So let's see. I can't really use this yet. The fact that I would get cold is a problem. That purple one, though. That... What is this? A headband hairpiece? What is this called? Feather headband. Hair braid. Band. Bade. Ah! Feathered hairband. Fuck. Hairband. That... Plus, video editing has become one of those things that falls into the... I just can't fucking be bothered anymore to attempt it. It falls into that weird spot of I kinda do, but I really don't want to do it. Like, I know I'm someone it's hard to believe actually even wants to stream at all or interact with the rest of, like, society on any level. Because, you know, I don't want to interact with society on any level. And I don't like talking to people, and I don't like people. So, why do I like streaming? But if I didn't like streaming, I wouldn't be doing it, so. It's just kind of one of those things with me. Ultimately, I guess it comes down to I would need the something to motivate me specifically to start doing videos to a level that would overcome the amount of just fucking despising I have for the very notion of it at this point. It partially is also born from, let's be very clear about something, a long time ago on a channel that doesn't exist. I attempted to do some stuff with some people before to be YouTubers about things, and I did fucking everything in that group. I scheduled everybody meeting up. I chose the game. I set up the equipment. I had the software. I had the games. I was often the one playing, and I was the one doing all the video editing. So that left a really nasty impression on me for video editing, too. To be honest, interacting on the internet is different. I hate society IRL, but I'm okay with talking to people on the internet. Oh, don't get me wrong. I hate people on the internet, too. Just gonna throw old equipment in, like, this, I guess. I despise people. But yeah. Thinking about that fucking channel makes me mad to this day. Yes, even you. You're part of chat, and I've told chat repeatedly that I hate you. XP. Alright, realistically, we should be making fire arrows on the grounds of there's not very many fire bosses that appear. But that's also why I have poison arrows, so meh. It's over? No, it's just another day of the week. Don't worry, you broken wretch. It's just the first day of the rest of your life. Alright, we got a nice defense boost at least. But yeah, it really doesn't help that I already thought that video editing was boring and irritating to start with, and then there was that whole thing where it's like, oh yeah, I was literally doing all the work, and then one day I just couldn't get these people to even fucking sit down. Which is another one of those things that aggravates the shit out of me, where it's like, do you want to do something? Oh, they said yes. Okay, they show up. Okay. It takes forever to get them to actually do it. Okay. Then they just stop doing it. Okay. Why'd you say yes then? I really don't like my time being wasted. I'm trying to formulate exactly what to say to you about all of that. And I need to move my little, like, emoji thingy because it's in the way. You. Yeah, donk. There you go. Actually, no, that makes it look like it's part of a call or something. Whoop. There we go. Donk. Nah. There we go. Yeah, I can block chat. That's good. Good. Questionable. Boy. Questionable. Shit. Probable. When you do everything, people get used to you doing everything and don't want to do anything themselves. Oh no, they didn't even fucking show up to fucking play games anymore. And that's ultimately what ended up happening to that channel that nobody ever saw or watched. Because it is fucking gone, and I will never state the name of it. But yeah, it wasn't even the fact that I had to do everything. It's that they just didn't fucking want to do it. But they'd show up anyways after saying they would until they didn't. Just like, I don't know why you wasted like 2 months of my fucking life, but okay. By the way, you can use those to actually jump. I don't know what's in that bag over there. And I'm not sure I care to go get it, but as long as it's not picked up or disappears, it's gonna be there. That's quite the walk. Mind you, that wasn't the first time I got really sick of somebody because they kept saying, yeah, they wanted to do something, then show up and very blatantly show that they didn't want to do it. Which is one of the reasons I hate people. But in any case. People, when you tell them they have to do their part, there must be some mistake. I thought I was just gonna sit around and watch you do everything. The worst part is that the type of channel it was literally just Let's Plays. All they really had to do was show up and play video games, and I was taking care of the rest. Which, you know... if you're not even willing to fucking do that, you know? I know one dude in that group who would be like, yeah, I want to do this. Okay, I'll show up. He shows up, sits there, says nothing the entire fucking time, and just looks at his phone. That's all he'd fucking do, and it just like drove me up a fucking wall. And that's what he'd do if I ever like agreed to hang out with him. He would sit there, not say anything, and look at his phone. And it's not like, oh yeah, we talked a while, then like there's just that lull in conversation that happens, and he's like looking at his phone while I just do whatever the fuck. Nah, he'd just barely ever respond to me and sit there on his phone the entire time, and then he'd leave. Why is the camera just consistently focusing on my character's ass whenever I'm looking at a menu? What is happening? But yeah, ultimately that's probably something I've talked about before and stuff I've already explained for why I don't do video editing. I just don't know when, how, where, or to who. I'm pretty sure I've talked about some of this shit on stream already, though, so... yeah. It's just built that association of, oh, video editing equals a fucking headache that's a waste of time. Friction is enough to dissuade the average person. That's how lobotomized people are these days. I don't know what was up with them. I genuinely don't. I don't know if they knew why they even agreed. That's one of those things where it's just like, I bet if I ever got the opportunity back then to just straight up ask them without it being a problem, they probably would have no idea, or they'd just say something like they had nothing better to do. But yeah, there are people I knew who would agree to do anything and then not do it, or would show up and just be there. Fuck you, fish. It's not like they didn't know what they had to do. Like I said, it's literally, hey, play video game, talk, yap, basically. Oh, I lost a lot over here. I even had one of these. What the fuck? I had healing potions. What was... oh, I bet I know what was in here. It was probably a fire enemy whenever I was in here. Let's check. I don't know. It's... maybe whenever it cools down again, I'll sit down and at least attempt it again, but lately it's just like, fuck, I'm tired. Fuck, it's hot. Addiction is so bad right now. Most people can't concentrate on an otherwise pleasurable activity for more than 2 seconds without feeling the urge to scroll TikTok. Let's put that in there. I could probably build a gardening thing. What is it called? A berry field? That wouldn't actually require anything. Just not bothering to do so right now. I'm not even sure what use cave mushrooms are to me. What flowers are we even looking for? Life, stamina, and attack? Weight would also be okay, but life, stamina, and attack, I think, are our major ones right now. But yeah. Anyways, maybe I should just stream more of the challenge run stuff I do, even if it's kind of boring, in my opinion. Like, I know I'm not much of a yapper either, but no growth without attempt, I suppose. Although, I doubt RuneScape would be a game I'd ever stream the grinding I do on, because RuneScape is very much a second monitor game for me. Yeah, I see why I died here. Fox part, yeah. This is a pain in the ass to deal with. And if that activity requires mental effort, it actually feels painful for them. The problem is that would be tyrannical and you couldn't get away with that. Hopefully. I'm not gonna blame I'm not gonna blame short form content for it. I'm gonna blame the parents who don't teach their children. And I'm gonna blame the school system that also doesn't teach the children anything. Can I get them all in a corner together? Probably not. But the 3 small ones I might be able to corral. How many do I have? 2? If I can get them all in that corner over there, maybe. Oh wow, I actually managed that. Okay, quickly. There's actually a couple of pals you'd be shocked at being the, like, most dangerous ones at this point. Anything in these packs tends to be actually pretty dangerous. Although having the poison bow is really... Well, poison bow. Poison arrows is really helping. Along with the 3-shot bow. It was the fire fawn one that killed me, I believe. And I remember because it was like 4 of them, and they would just fucking gun me down with fire attacks. And they were actually pretty quick attacking, too, weirdly enough. which made it really hard to actually fight those. So yeah, these early on dungeons, it's shocking which ones actually prove to be the hardest, because solo enemies, you can just dodge roll around. Alright. Do we have the money for that lady yet? Plus, we are getting to the point that we're actually over the level of those, and we're getting some okay gear now. But even then, I still wouldn't want to fight like 4 or 5 pals at once. There just comes a point where you can't really keep dodging everything, and it's one of the reasons why stamina is so high up on my list. Being able to just dodge that many attacks takes quite a lot. And then you still have to do attacks, which very, very low frame for. Which is part of the reason why the bow is so good. With the, like, poison arrows and the 3-shot one. Thank you. 3 frag grenades. Thank you. But yeah, that's just kind of what it comes down to. I remember this spot specifically from Seki's server. But yeah. Also, any group enemy that has the one tangle vine thing, those have kicked my ass pretty hard thanks to how they work. Once I get hit with those vines, and if there's enough of them, you can't even dodge. That puts some points into stamina. We have 11 attack. I might want to put my next level into health. Just so I have more of it. Also, I've still been just fucking with the Mabinogi challenge idea. The main problem there is that I'm kind of limited on what I can do each day, IRL. Because of the AP limit stuff. Like, every day I can do the rebirth, get my level reset, and then earn a bunch of AP to train skills on. But because I'm still just throwing myself at that dungeon and can't get the drop for the item, I can't make tools and I can't craft anything. So it's just all... Like, every time I play that character, it's... I get up, I do the rebirth, I do daily stuff. I see where my power level is with the dungeon that I have to go through, and then I usually just stop there for the day. It's not even like a full stream worth of time with that. Sadly. Once I actually have the ability to craft stuff, or at least do the dungeon, maybe I'll stream that challenge character, but... You okay over there? Just having an existential worry about how I just killed your 2 friends and you're wondering if your life is worth it? So you're just over there thinking about things, maybe considering changing your life, visiting your mom, getting that degree you always wanted, starting a shop, maybe being a nice girl and, like, all that? Yeah. Nah. Nah, I'm not doing that. That might wake him up. I don't need to be wasting materials. Hmm. Alright, what's the boss in here? Whack? Oh, it's fuck. 3 fucks. Okay. Poison. Alright, let's beat up all the fucks to give. I manage this. They roll, I forget that. Wow, I thought he was a lot faster at attacking. The answer's no, he's not. Okay, well that's one more dungeon down, I guess. Also, yes, the boss drops are in fact a lot of money, and are in fact how I've been able to just buy shit tons of arrows. We need to find some effigies as well, by the way. Those are kind of going to be required for some stuff to make my life easier. Like, I don't know, lowering the food drain on my character. Another level up. What do I take here? Oh yeah, these ones are also kind of annoying to fight. We should go get more arrows, though. Sell some of the pelts, buy some ammo. Do I have 5,000? I do. Okay. I can do that quest now if I want. That's just some free XP. I'm not really able to use any of the items she gives me from that, but it's fine. Maybe if I eventually do just run into a brick wall of not being able to fight anything, I can start taking a person with me, I guess. Because remember, chat, the game directly tells you humans aren't pals. It says so on every human character that they're not a pal. This motherfucker. Oh, there's... Okay, never mind. I don't need more arrows. But yeah, you can kind of see the problem with your attack power, even after all these levels. We're also going to run into the problem of I'm going to need a better weapon, and I don't think I can smell ore myself. Don't fucking laugh at me, you little shit. I'll send you back to hell. I say to the already dead thing. There is a... Okay, so, fun fact about the Lift Monk effigies. They increase capture rate. Now, you may think, oh, so useless? Strangely enough, no. Whenever I actually need people, that's going to be actually required. Probably, is me having better catch rate. Do I really want to go back over there just to pick up those, though? Not really. Fuck. Damn it. I'll have to go back that way anyways. If I could just pay humans to join me, I would. There's the town. But yeah, funnily enough, outside of mobility, which we're pretty slow without a mount, It's not really all that difficult to just kind of get around. There's a couple of things I can probably also get if I'm careful. Like, there are merchants that sell stuff, you know? Have I this place marked? No. Okay. This entrance, huh? Okay. But yeah, I do know there's a couple of rare merchant types that actually do sell some stuff we'd want to get a hold of. Carry weight would probably start being a better idea soon, too. Especially if I'm going to need to take ore places. You know, literally anywhere. Is this literally just the same layout? It might be. Chests are also important. We're going to need to just open as many as we can. I suppose if I could get a really nice bow schematic and an upgraded cloth outfit schematic to where we're actually like decked out in purple gear, I might be more willing to start wandering out a little further. The irony is, a little further is probably places like here and over here. If this character makes it to end game, it would be a long, long process. Okay. This one has, I believe, grass type moves, potentially. Can I just say, I'd like to thank Dark Souls. We can probably tank through the rest of the damage he's going to try to do. Ow. Yeah. There's the healing potion. Honestly, if I didn't have good gear, that would have sucked a lot more. So far, the fights aren't that bad. They're going to get worse, though. There's also some other beginning island areas that I could go. Why do I have this place unlocked? Did the tower show me that? This one? It might have. Level 16. Would I want to go after Chillet, potentially? What would be useful? Crossbow. Cooler would not do anything for me for food storage. Someone would have to be cooling it. Also, I'm already aware of a particular brick wall in the future for this idea. Even if I do use humans. Since they're not pals. The big problem will be power generation. Like, that's going to be really awkward to figure out. I know there is a way to generate power without, you know, electric pals. That is going to be one of the problems, though, of will it even be viable for the most part? Or would I have to pull some funny shit to make it work? Because for the most part, I think electric is the only thing outside of ranch that humans can't do. Like, there's not a single human that can do. There is humans who have fire. They actually aren't that bad. Also, I'm kind of wondering if, like, finding a pet to give to her counts as anything for her quest. Because there's a lot of quests that we're not really going to be able to do if we can't even capture pals. But at the same time, it's just like, oh, well, I can't do a side quest. There's a lot of stuff you don't have to do quests for. Who did I defeat that was a boss? Was it Hawk? Yeah, okay. The other way we can get the upgrade items for ourselves is through dog coins. We can get money, like a hat and a training manual from this guy, but he's not that important, unfortunately. Some of this stuff maybe if we want to use it on humans, but yeah, this stuff is for pals, which technically you can use it on humans. What does he have that we might want? Not a lot. Some of this stuff is funny. I just don't really intend to use it. No, I wanted to sell. Sort. Where's the stuff that I can just sell, please? When did I get an egg? Did I just pick up an egg at random? Whatever, I sell it anyways. I might pick up an egg at random because it's just such a reflex for me to do that. If I do that, I'm just going to probably throw it in a box or sell it. It's not going to hatch. I guess some of the large eggs might actually be worth a small amount of money anyways. And having money's not a bad idea. What do we have? These guys aren't worth using the other arrows on if we can avoid it. Okay, game. A good melee weapon would save me some strife with these guys. I should try to build a primitive furnace, just on the grounds of seeing if it actually works. Like, if I can actually do anything with it. Mind you, I'm fully aware there's other ways to get a hold of, like, metal. At least for now. Oh, no. Man, I want this month to be over with, just so, like, the summer is also closer to done. But because I will also be getting a hold of something next month. That should make things at least a little bit more fun for me. Going to some of the other islands would also probably be helpful. Just on the grounds of having some other places to go. Because there's different starting areas that even if you don't choose or have the ability to choose, you can still go to. And I probably should. If nothing else, to see what bosses are around, because I don't really know the map at all. And I know some of them have the church buildings, which usually have the dog coin merchants. And I don't know how much I have of those. I have a small stack at least. And any upgrades to us would be helpful. Even if it's just work speed, because that means we can make stuff quicker. Man, I need more stamina. If I'm gonna be running around, I'm gonna need stamina. I'm assuming we're not going backwards. I hope I'm not going backwards. Some of these rooms are just kind of like all over the place in which direction you come from and go. Comparative to each other. New frag grenade. Cool. Fishing bait. Not so cool. Don't expect any fishing. Like, I might make a fishing rod to attempt to do something, but don't expect fishing. You may also be wondering, how will I get across the ocean to some of the other islands? Good question. Don't know yet. Oh. Monkey. They're kind of spread out. Bump. These grass types are easy to kill with fire arrows. If I could make a musket, I'm wondering how much damage I'd do. Like, that's not the best gun to have, but the ammo's not that bad to get because of the syndicate members. I'm betting if I could get a musket, I could actually wreak some havoc, especially if I get like a better quality musket. Do I even have anything I can buy? Not without beating the rain tower first. Where is the musket on the tech tree? Crossbow. Ingots. Primitive sword. Metal spear. Glider. Cold resistant armor. Musket. Level 21. Okay. Man. God, I can feel the heat already. Also, suffice to say, as just something that's generally in the back of my head, I try to avoid dying in games. Even if it's not a concern. Just cuz. One of the problems I'm gonna run into is that I can't build another base. Like, at all. Flame organs. Oh. Shit. Okay, flame organs. That's going to be interesting. Do I have anywhere I'm shoving this useless pal medicine at for now? Okay. And yeah, money's actually not a concern in this game. I really should go give that lady some money, though. How much of this can I... How do I split a stack? That'll do. It's not really all that worthwhile to do this, but it helps. Just a little bit of extra. We are running out of fiber, I see. No more grenades, okay. I am half considering if I want to just go kill some fire pals for some organs and see if I can't do something myself. I mean, even if I can't, it's not gonna matter that much. I can't even build a crossbow. Okay. Yeah, I need ingots. I wonder if there's somebody who sells them. Damage? Did I see damage somewhere? No. Okay. Also, I just made very, like, generic lady creature because, you know, haha, human. I think maybe the funniest thing I could do is potentially defeat all the bosses that I can with this character, having 0 actual Leica pals. The worst part is, part of me just wants to capture some of them because they're cute. That's like the hardest struggle for me right now, is that some of these things are just cute and I like having them around. That and the lamb ball is just a fucking, like, gormless moron. Look at it. 0 concern, 0 fear. Happy. Chicken. Like, some of these creatures, their survival instinct is missing. Just straight up not there. I guess we could go buy some organs, but I forget, do you have a quest? No. Also, I already did the farmer lady's quest. That's over there. Maybe I go after Chillit. Just see if I can't win that fight. I should just pick up every quest I can, too. Even if I can't do it. Just to have them on the list. In case there's some shenanigans we can pull. He has a bunch of the little penguins around him. They are going to be within that level range. I'm not going to be able to fight him. Oh, Ruby. Those things. Those goddamn things right there were actually the worst thing to fight. I don't even know why. Here. I'm not given to charity. But whatever. Free XP. I basically just paid 5,000 for some XP. Like 500. Which is not a small amount, mind you. So, eh. Oh well. I know there's food you can cook that has buffs. I've just not given any real thought to doing that right now. We still have 1,000. I'm gonna run by the settlement and see if I can't just buy a couple of organs. I don't expect to be able to actually use the furnace. But, you know. I should just, chat to all the humans here. See if any of them say anything interesting. Oh, that's what he has to say, right? I think a lot of it's just gonna be hints, though. That's a pal merchant. We have 0 use to talk to him. You know what? Let's talk to the bounty informer. Poacher. Dine and Dasher. I don't know if that really helped us at all, but okay. I know he has a quest, and I know this guy here has a quest. Both of those we can't really do. But might as well grab them anyways. By the way, I'd like to take a moment to thank the devs for giving us the ability to not be tracking a quest. Something a lot of devs failed to allow us to do. If you're wondering why I marked the fruit tree, fun fact, you can teach humans moves. Even if I don't have a plan to have humans with me yet. Can I do this? No. Okay. Figures. I do not have the ability to use that. Noted. No, not my food. There we go. 57 dog coins. I don't remember how much it is for the actual one thing, but... So, okay, let's think. Where can I possibly go right now? There is the church here. Guess we can go here and think about shit. The sun's been rising. I can feel it. I love how this dude is, you know, like this. Yeah, as you can see, these are like 200. These might actually be more important, though, after a little bit. On the grounds that if we have humans, we're probably going to need that. Just to make the humans worth keeping around. If night falls, we're probably not going to want to stick around. Don't know what level that guy is. Unknown thing here. Don't know that one. Alright. Just kind of travel. I really should just, like, not carry around that many arrows. Not that it matters. I just have so much money. That might end up getting used later, but for now is not really that much of a concern. That's the Free Pal Alliance Tower. There, that... Oh, for fuck's sake. Behold, agony. The problem with things that are rampaging like that is that I can't fight that. That thing will kick my ass. I think we go look at what this is over here. This seems like a better idea. Especially if there's a fucking rampaging fucking predator on the loose. Next to a boss. Yeah, it's not a fight I want to take. Level 13, so pretty standard. We'll just mark it and go in. Maybe it'll take us long enough that we'll be able to get back out and do something else whenever daytime arrives. These mushrooms don't rot. Hi, Clanker. How are you? Also, in terms of stuff I plan to do this week at some point, I plan to sit down and see what the curse and dare mode are. I just want to see what those are in blueprints. Et tu, Brutus? Eh. Oh, yeah, this just got the really open one. But, yeah, it's just kind of that situation where it's like, I plan to see what those are. I don't have any grenades, do I? I have 2 fire arrows, and there's 4 of them. 3 minions in the boss. Everyone is Palworlding. Yeah. Everyone. I mean, it's... I've enjoyed this game a lot. Even before the 1.0. Like, I was always going to play the 1.0. Unless it was just abysmal and didn't work. Ah, fuck. Just double up that. Didn't mean to use all of it, but... I was always going to play this game wrong, though. One way or the other. There we go. That would have been way easier if I had more fire arrows, but spur of the moment, unfortunate. Still managed. Slowly getting there with that. That wouldn't be bad, but I'm not too sure how much use I'll get out of it. Grappling hook, might as well get. Heat resistant pelt armor. Pelt armor in general I can't make yet because I don't have ingots. Viewing cage. Heater, shelf. We'll do that. I need to probably get up to 200 stamina at minimum. We're doing okay damage. But yeah. It's the dead night. Is the rampaging one gone? I think it is. Should be. Hung you. Okay, there's that boss. I wonder what level he is. We might be able to beat him up. Is that an egg or a statue up there? Oh, hey, look, it's Hoshi's. That might be an egg. Yeah, that's an egg. Yeah. Okay. Look, guys, it literally reminds me of Hoshi. Look at him. Pew pew. I literally just keep calling that thing Hoshi. Level 15 turncoat. That's the same level as Hawk, isn't it? Yeah, a little bit above. We might be able to beat him. There is a white effigy thing over there. Whatever they're called. I can't remember what it's called now. Okay. You know what? In case I die, I should run over here and get this anyways. upgrade item. It's one of the upgrade items on that cliff over there. Thinking, how do I want to go about how I deal with this? Do I want to clear all the, well, of level bosses? Ain't no goddamn way I'm going to do that because it'd require cheese, but... Alright. Grab that so we can at least get back here if we die. Castaway Journal, Day 10. Cattle Wrestler. And Gloating Narcissist. Okay, you do mark them. Good. Have a good day. I'm gonna go wage anytime now. Anytime. Okay. Have fun with that. Wage. Is he over here already fighting something? Could be useful. Nice. That does not count as using pals. That counts as they were just there and fighting already. Unironically, I'm not going to give a shit if random pals are attacking something that I intend to attack. It would be way more of a pain in the ass to reset things than just accept that random pals are going to help. Opportunistic attacking is entirely fair game. Oh. We need that. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. We want whatever it is. That always usually has a potion in it. Did they change how high level this area is, though? It looks to be so, yes. Alright, where'd it land? On the other side of this lake? Or down there? Okay. Simple. Ha 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 ha. So we get 2 vitalities. Nice. And a single shot rifle schematic. Green. Okay. We just got like 2 levels worth of health. Nice. So, this is the problem, though. I'm not sure where we're going to get metal ingots if I can't use the, thing myself. That's gonna be my primary issue right now. I probably just need to capture a fire human. And if I'm gonna do that, I need to start setting it up for the possibility of just having humans in general on my, property. I knew we'd hit this point anyways. And I knew we'd probably get progression blocked by it. That was just kind of something I was expecting. which humans still do not count as pals. The game is very clear that they're not pals. It says so. Muffly. What a horrible name for you to have. Not sure how hostile that, goofy-looking dragon is. Bronze cherry. I'm fairly certain those are peaceful creatures, for the most part. If it sees me, is it going to attack me? Let's find out. Nope. I like the peaceful creatures. They're nice to me. And don't attempt to remove my spleen with their teeth. I do not need surgery. Thank you. Thinking where I could get a fire human right now. I know where I can get several different kinds of humans. I've already found that out through legal action of friendship formation, in which everybody agreed to all be happy and friendly together, and there was zero kidnapping, and everybody clapped. There was a unicorn. I don't know why that was there. Creeped me out. Just kept, you know, staring. Occasionally it just licked a car. It was weird. Level 30. No, thank you. Pretty sure this area has vitality potions. I'm pretty sure the supply drops here have the same stuff as the other things. The lack of trust I have for these creatures around me. That says it's not hostile. An arrogant pal critic. Okay, let's talk to you. Okay, he wants to see one of those. That's cool. Ah. I have no idea how hostile the birds are. I've been avoiding them. Some creatures aren't necessarily ever hostile. Some of them are only sometimes not hostile for various reasons. The more cute and less horrific they look, the generally nicer they are. I've noticed. But that's not a guarantee. Some creatures are just assholes. What is that? What statuette is this? Oh, one of these. Okay. Oh, cool. I don't know what you do. It's a purple statuette, though, so I have a feeling its effect is going to actually be pretty decent. Okay. Well, we have some teleportation spots. Do I want to put away some stuff and just see if I can't figure out somewhere to go? Guess I could bound around and look for stuff too. Just for the sake of buffs and XP. Now, whenever it comes to trying to entirely legally hire humans as workers upon our place with proper registrations of business, it's safer to go with people that the law is not going to be upset if we try to take. The problem with that one being, some of the people we probably want to recruit are not those people. Humans with the planting skill are kind of not as common. And we also need somebody with watering, because food is going to be a requirement. I'm going to feed people. I do not want my workers starving. On grounds of, that's a waste of my time if they die like that. We're getting away with just wandering around casually pretty well here. Nighttime, that's not going to remain so, but you know. I don't know what to do about some of these symbols. I don't know what I'm going to use them for. I'm definitely not going down there because I know the pals down there are assholes. But yeah, we need a fire user of some description. Yeah. Okay. Damn it. Life pendant and 25 dog coin. Okay. Seems useful. I keep looking at the eggs. My brain keeps telling me to take them. Where is the tower in this area? Not that it really matters. Looking at the sun. It's probably 1 or 2 in the evening. One or two seems about right. Probably closer to 1. That or 12. 1 is probably more right. These guys, I'm pretty sure, have planting or harvesting. I'm not sure which. They're also a group I wouldn't want to necessarily go after right now. The syndicate people are easier. At least the basic syndicate people are easier. And actually have a pretty good diversity of skills. The fire flinging syndicate guy might be a bit of a hassle, but, you know. Oh, hey, recovery medicine. Nice. What that place is. Things I won't. Things I will not take. There's a statue over there. Guess we can grab that, see what that is after activating that statue. This will be easier. So places that we probably will go after in terms of recruitment, I'll probably need to get a couple of more levels and see if I can get better gear. But that one place, the oil rig, this place, that place is probably where we'll want to go after first in terms of picking up some people. What nice creatures. There is something just kind of funny about walking around in this game normally. By the way, if I ever accidentally catch a creature, which might fucking happen, I'm probably just going to delete it. Game? Do you mind actually letting me move the thing? Thank you. Sword 3. Okay. At least those give us those things. Go down and around. Those are hostile. That is a cannibal. Alright, you freak of nature, stop walking the same direction as me. I'm gonna kill you. Attempt to kill you. We'll probably kill you. I can't let this thing live. He's gonna do shit like that. Well, he might drown himself, actually. Hopefully. How's it looking sunlight-wise? Also, I do know we have the little clock next to the temperature. I just like looking at the sun, though. Phrasing. Looking at where the sun is to tell the time. Because some games are accurate and some games somehow aren't. And when I say somehow aren't, some games have the daylight cycle be a little bit fucking wonky for what it says the time is. Which is interesting, but noticeably rarer. Especially because there's kinda standardized daylight cycle systems in games that you can get on pretty much any engine with any sort of like well, popularity at all. It's like one of the most simple things that people just do. What? Same hell am I... Okay. Like, what the hell am I looking at over there? It's a depresso. Oh. Wow, a furry. I shouldn't. But man, am I really curious to catch that guy. Because just because he wants to be a pal doesn't make him one, right? So he's not a pal, even if he's dressed like a pal. Imagine he counts as a depresso. I don't know what I'd do about that, actually. That'd be weird. That asks some questions I don't think I'm ready to, like, have an answer for. What difficulty is this one? 29? Okay. Yeah, no. Not yet. No. Not gonna focus on that one. At least not until we put everything away. Got too much stuff that I don't want to lose. Like, you know, all those dog coins. Ah. I really hope that didn't show up on the audio. Jesus. The fact I have oil before I have anything else is, curious. Man. Guess I could put the schematics in a bookcase. I don't really know what I'm doing with this base, to be honest. At least this will make more sense to me as a place for things. Oh wow, that really doesn't have a lot. Okay. Guess for now we'll just throw this stuff in there. If I'm not really exploring, I really should just kind of store these somewhere like that. Okay. It is a bit funny that I can just make this. Like, subsistence farming is entirely possible. Hooray. I guess. Also, I just like having these down. But I want to build a wall. Not really, not right now. Wouldn't have much of a use. Player characters would actually make really good captures. I'm glad that thing isn't immediately hostile anymore, by the way. That was, the word would be not fun. Alright. So let's get down to the brass tacks of this shit. I'm gonna have to go capture some people. And realistically, the question is, what people are worth capturing right now? The syndicate members are probably one of the easier captures at the moment. I'm not going to lie. I think I'm going to have to capture them. Normal humans are kind of dangerous in that most of them are actually okay level and will summon level 40 cops. We can occasionally take shots at people to try to capture them and not get in trouble. It is a little bit of a cheese method of making sure that if you accidentally hit somebody, you're not immediately in trouble. Which might be how I go about it a little bit. I hear a shine. Yeah, I do. Where's my... Do I have a statue? Did I not build a statue yet? I didn't. I haven't built a statue yet. Okay. Where is that? Can I not build one yet? No. I can. Okay. This is technically not a pal. It's a statue of one. Okay. Sure. Not a problem for me. Sphere tracking. Oh. I'm going to go kill that, by the way. That giant chicken. That lucky chicken is about to have his luck run out. I don't want to waste the poison arrows. Applied generating electricity handbook. Damn it! That's like the one item I can't use. Also, because we can't use that, I'm just gonna tear it down for now. Oh, I want to like that. Okay. You know what? This one's schematics. And this one is training manuals and books. There we go. Plus plenty of everything else from that. Okay. Realistically, we can't use a lot of this. So I'm just going to go down the line and unlock stuff because it doesn't really matter yet. We're a long way from it mattering, in fact. I also want to set certain containers to being for certain things. Alright. So, yeah. Capture power 3, sphere tracking plus 25%. Not bad. Alright. So, let's see. If I'm gonna capture some people, I need to consider how I'm going to do so. And who I should target in particular. While there are people in the game that I can target, specifically like the non-hostile villagers. I'd want to be careful about that. There's another one over here. Are you kidding me? Oh well, low level. I'm gonna go after it. Okay, not so low level. Ah! At least that one attack has a cooldown. Ah. Yeah, that's why fire attacks can be really nasty, by the way. Cooling. Is there any humans who do cooling? I think there are. Okay. Also some more precious entrails. That's just money? Yeah. That's just money. Alright, so... you can kinda tell a little bit what some human stuff is going to be. Obviously, a farmer is going to have farming. Worrywart farmer. I do need a farmer. We'll see. I do kind of want to avoid potentially pissing off the cops, though. I will not survive. That's the main reason. As said, I kind of do avoid doing stuff that might get me killed in games, even if it doesn't really matter. I'd be able to get back there anyways. Let's go into the dungeon. Syndicate people are usually worthwhile. Also, I do know there's a way to get Zoe. Main thing with her is that, yeah, I know how to get her. I did so on Seki's server. She really has only one purpose, and that's crafting. And right now we're looking for things with specific utility value. Also, I guess I will name every human I capture for the sake of it, by the way. What do we have? Just thugs? Yeah. I'm gonna enforce a couple of weird rules on myself with the humans too, just to make it a bit harder. Ow. Game. There we go. Yeah, I figured that'd be the case. You mind not standing under the rock, you fool? Get in the ball! Unstable. That's not desirable. Earthquake resistant heavyweight. But yeah, if we go here, humans are not pals. That's why they're usable. Spirit of Zen and earthquake resistance. All of them, huh? Okay. I want a gunner, to be honest. Like, their name actually matters. The thugs have different skills from the gunners. Okay, game. You mind? Get in the ball. Earthquake resistant. Masochist. Uh-huh. Okay. Sure. You like my team? I'm forming my own gang. But yeah, humans aren't pals. Hee hee. That, in all seriousness, that's like the thing I'm going to have to go with to make this at all playable in a reasonable, like, amount of time. Need to hold on to those better balls to go after some of the humans, though. Ah, there we go. But yeah, the other thing I'm going to state. I don't plan to actually use them for combat. Oh, great. These shits. Don't have a grenade. Okay. Well, at least we have the 3-shot bow and some poison arrows, thankfully. Oh boy, a group of 4 of them. Note that these attacks are homing. I want you to realize why these things suck to fight. Did that not hit? Really? Look how much they hit and how fast they attack. My god. These are why they suck to fight. And they have a homing attack. They have so many attacks that have low cooldown, and they have the homing attack. And there's a group of 4 of them each time. Yeah. They're genuinely awful to fight. I guess I could use these on the humans, but, no. They have a shocking amount of health, too. So out of the humans we caught, what is that one guy's? Unstable? This guy might get released. Sanity drops faster. Immune to... yeah, he's gonna get released. Defense, less damage. Neutral attack damage up. Okay. But yeah, as you can see, these guys have watering, handiwork, lumbering, and mining. So they're not bad to have. And this kind of thing, but yeah. Also note that these things are fast. So they can attack a lot, they're in a group, they're fast, and they deal dot damage with a homing attack. Why the fuck are these things so terrible? In the damn they hit hard kind of way. Separating them out like that is our best chance here. One is manageable. The entire herd, though, is not. But yeah, fire pals. They actually kind of fucking hurt. Damn it. Alright, there we go. I don't know why, but just seeing like 5 syndicate thugs in my party is really funny to me. Alright. We didn't get a gunner. That's one of the things I kind of wish we got was a gunner. We'll put another point into stamina. I just kind of want stone. I wish that it didn't have the stupid stone door, though. Like, that's my problem with that building set, is that the doors are also made of stone, and that drives me up the wall, because why? Why did you do that? How tough are the guys on the oil rig? They would kick my ass, that's the thing. I know they would kick my ass. The oil rig is like, at minimum, like level 30, yeah. We need somebody who can do planting and fire, though. I'm trying to think who, human-wise, might be able to do fire stuff. Also, I'm going to take a chance here. We should be able to get away with this, at least. Oh, wow. Okay. You fuck. Ow. Can we get these? Cool. Nice. He was positive mercy hit. Hydromaniac. Okay. Now we have to run. Yeah, they're level 40. Yeah. They also have guns. Oh, did they hit the tamer? Oh. Why is the elephant active? Oh, hey, look, they respawned already. Wow, I can't believe we got away with that one. Reload Master Hydromaniac. Okay. I need more stamina. Ah, damn it. I really want to try to use the mammoth to get away from them, but I have a feeling if I do that, something worse will show up. Fun fact, you don't want that star system to go to 5. That goes to 5. You're about to meet someone you really don't want to. No, 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 please don't. Ah. Okay, okay, we're good. Alright. Good. I really don't want to dress like espresso. Depresso, I mean. Alright, so, as you can tell, this is going to be a little bit dumb. Don't mind the 3 roof thing. I don't know why I did that. I don't know if that was necessary. I couldn't tell you. Alright, so let's talk about that other little requirement for myself that I set mentally. You see, as much as I like committing crimes against humanity, I also like humanity having, you know, a certain level of not rebelling against me. Which means that a happy human is a human who doesn't rebel against me. So, they require housing. I'm not joking, I'm gonna build them houses. Obviously, the best house is mine. But, you know. How big of a house do I want to give these people? Like, realistically, this counts. Damn it. I don't think that looks good. That's the main thing. Okay, I know what I'll do. Humans are simple creatures. You know what I mean? Scratching my leg, 1 second. need more wood. Realistically, I don't think this is even necessary. Hooray, particles! Hooray! We'll worry about that in a second. So yes, I'm forcing myself to also house the humans in at least some level of reasonable condition. We'll need roofing on this. It's like summer camp, but they're not allowed to leave of their free will. And if you're thinking about it, yes, I have found a way to turn this game into a town building game. I will not apologize for my actions. Getting some wood cutting going would also be a good idea. The bright side, I won't need to worry about too many things here. We'll get a nice little extra house built. Also, wherever they throw stuff from production doesn't matter either. That's the funny thing. Also, yes, on some level, this is an excuse to decorate. So, for now, we need the food and everything else built. I guess I don't have enough wood still. Ha 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 ha. Alright, I need to set this. Enhancement. I'm pretty sure all of those are enhancements. This is specifically schematics. Ammo, food, stone, wood, pellets, materials. Where is just money? I'm assuming that counts as other material, but I'm not sure. Production goods. Other consumables. I have a way to figure this out. Okay. Figured it wasn't, but you know. Okay. Counts as that. I will need to put down something for just wood in general. Strikes me that my house is also probably too big. Like, funnily enough, I don't really have an intent to use all of that. So I could probably downsize that. At least to like a 2-story with a little bit less. Especially if a lot of stuff is just getting stored elsewhere, like... Main problem is these idiots are going to try to put everything in places they don't belong. Okay, get all these guys out on my party because I'm not using them for that. One of these. Where do I want to set this? I guess over here is fine. I didn't even check what some of their other abilities were, did I? Oh, well, it doesn't matter if I have like a bunch of storage in this place too. It at least makes some level of sense. There we go. All right. Okay, up here. Once we're able to, we'll put some stuff down, but for now... This... And, damn it, we ran out again. At the very least... Wood. Alright, so, yeah, planting... She has planting. We don't have anybody who has harvesting yet, so I don't want to put any of them down. Unfortunate that that has to be an entirely separate person again. And mind you, I don't think any of them had a transportation. So that's another, what, 4 people? Let's also avoid making a bread line. We're not that kind of evil. Uncheck stone. Uncheck. Or... Okay. All right, so we have a human for planting. Anybody with... Do we really not have anybody who can move stuff? We have... Okay. Interesting. You having mercy hit doesn't matter. You having unstable, though... Okay. Alright. That means we'll need a couple of more shacks, but... And no, I don't want to do any of this myself. That's kind of the purpose. The person up there will be the same kind of person as the one we captured, so wouldn't have that. Hawk would have a different ability. Any of the bosses will have different abilities. I wonder what Turncoat has. Let's try to capture Turncoat and see. That's the bounty person. There we go. I know the bosses do have different abilities somewhat. But yeah, we need a transport and a harvester of some kind. How's that chance? About a 1 in 4. We can do a little bit better. A little bit is right. Mind you, we'll be able to upgrade these people's stuff anyways. Planting, handiwork, cooling? Okay, I guess we got somebody with cooling. That's cool. I didn't want to say the pun. Grenadiers and gunners are a different kind of syndicate member we can go after, and we can go after Hawk as well. I was not expecting cooling on them. That brings up some questions in my head that I don't know the answer to yet. That I may find out eventually. The research may also be something I want to go after. Defeat 5 bosses. Okay. That's not that useful right now, but it is XP, I guess. Oh yeah, I guess I also just don't want to deal with the auras either, mind you. Like, their boss aura kind of annoys me. That's what I'm saying. Fire. Still thinking about it. We're going to need ingots, so we're going to need fire. I know the Brotherhood of the Pyre are fire users. That much is, you know, no shit, obvious kind of thing, but still. I'm pretty sure that place over there has grenadiers often. God damn, okay. What the hell was that, controller? Oh, that's not even the controller. That was the game that just fucking veered off like that. Eee. Okay, what do you have? Handiwork, lumbering, mining. If you didn't have a fucking machine gun, I would throw you off a cliff. What a waste of my time. Also, rescuing pals is not something we're going to be doing. If it's not a human in that cage, we don't care. Thugs. Okay. Two more bounty tokens at least, and some rifle ammo. We're... Okay, there's a gunner there. We want the gunner. Oh, there's a Dazzy. Oh. Damn it. They killed it. Him, I guess. You get the die because you killed the thing I was after. God damn it. If I had a gun, that would be helpful. I might honestly put Hawk on guarding. That might be the best use of him. There's also a merchant that can appear in the caves that would be really good. I'm thinking about trying to get a hold of. Is that a Lift Monk statue just sitting there? Okay. Oh, this is the King Alpaca. Okay. What are you? 23. So if we wanted to make sure that we killed everything on the island before we really ventured out, we'd have to leave after killing a nearly level 40 enemy. Oh. Yoink. Thinking. Trying to remember if I've seen anything other than thugs in the low-level dungeons. Okay, hello. You're all level 20. What do you have? Aha. Hmm. Hmm. Come on, let me get away with it. Damn it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, that figures. I was kinda hoping that wouldn't have happened. I honestly thought that for some reason it wouldn't summon, you know, the cops. Why I thought that? A severe lack of pattern recognition, lapse of judgment, unmitigated brain damage. I'm going with that one. As far as I know, I don't actually have brain damage, though. That's the weird thing. Like, my brain's fucked up. Don't you doubt it, but it's not, you know, from damage. It's from just being wrong. He's still here. If he's still here and not hostile anymore. Come on. Oh, he's unstable. Oh, fuck. And he doesn't really have any different skills anyway, so, I see. Hello? Who are you? What do you do? Newbie pal trainer. Yes, I want to fight you. Nice friend you got there. The logic is that because he chose to fight me, that's entirely illegal action and I wouldn't have to worry about the guards. Now, do you have, by chance, anything? Planting. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, yes, planting. Fuck. I was really, really hoping you were going to have either transport or, you know, gathering. Fuck. Man, I sure do have a lot of people. I don't understand why people say it's so hard to make friends. All you have to do is hit them in the face with a ball really hard until they submit. That's how it worked in middle school. Thugs. More thugs. Okay. 3 syndicate thugs. Right down there. Yes, you can get down there. If there are resources, you can go. There's a chest. A healing potion would be nice. Which ones are yellow? Stamina. A little slow on the dodge against them. Oh well, they really couldn't get past my shield anyways. You know what? What's down here? Nothing major. That's helpful. Eventually, if I can get some ingots going, I might be able to actually start hunting some of the berserking enemies and get some predator cores. You're not hostile, are you? Weird turtle head from Mario? No? Okay. Stop squeaking at me. No amount of squeaking is going to make me care that you exist. The more you squeak, the more I'm potentially just going to murder you for being noisy. Un momento, por favor. Oh, that's what that is. Oh, there's a chest there. God damn it. This is why I look around. I miss shit like that. Also, I should be picking up mushrooms. Another copper key. Whatever. Those things are funny. The Mao. Would you fuck off? You're starting to annoy me, you turtle-headed freak. Oh, this place actually had a lot of flowers in it. I should take note of that. Also, most of them are speed ones, which is work speed, which is I really don't care. I don't foresee a situation where I'd want that many work speed potions, especially whenever all these low-level areas are work speed potions. Alright. I'm trying to think, where would be the easiest place to get a fire using human? Realistically, it probably is one of the Syndicate flamethrower people. Which is a little bit unfortunate unless there's a boss, in which case... I mean, we've caught both bosses in the area here, and there's just this one over here. Maybe. Unless one of the villagers might have it. I guess if I go to the town, I could attempt to capture random people and see what they have. Most of the time, if they're dressed the same as other ones, they're going to have the same skill set, though. Actually, now that I think about it, the village elder, unironically, might have the skill we're looking for food production. Also, if we're going to want to make any better foods, we're going to need fire as well, so we'd need a cook. And, to point out something a little silly, we still don't have anybody who has transport yet. Which is a issue. And yeah, I'm pretty sure most of just what spawns in these caves specifically are thugs. I think if we get lucky and find the one with the big open cavern and like the kind of drowned, ruiny, like makeshift town, I think that one might have something else, but yeah. Unless I can teach humans how to use other abilities, we're kind of just going to have to figure out something. Electric generation is going to be a fucking silly piece of shit thing to do, too. How many? 2, 3, 4. At least we hit the boss with it. Where in the fuck is your weak point? Ow. Oh, well, if that one's not going to fight, then cool, we don't need to. I'm a little annoyed that the merchant doesn't have transportation. Shot grenades. Useful. Any grenades are useful, really. But anybody with a machine gun or any sort of auto firing weapon probably should put them on a defensive position. Don't you dare try to attack me, Depresso. You're gonna regret that. Another weird hitch in it. Medicine is probably going to be required. A bit silly that it's actually kind of difficult to find somebody to do item hauling. All things considered, you would think that'd be more common. Do not attack me, you little shit. Shush. I don't know why that thing has a problem. Actually, it's called a depresso. I can guess why it has a problem. Why does it have a problem with me, though? Alright, let's see what kind of humans are here. Come on, gunners and grenaders. Just a thug. Okay. Thug. There's a gunner. I really hope this guy has something more useful. He allowed himself to get captured after I pulled out the beating stick. That's funny. That's probably going to be more useful. All right, Gunner, what do you have? Watering. Okay. Cool. I genuinely think that we're going to have a little bit of a problem, aren't we? So that marks the Gunner off as a possible, particularly of use character. Huh. Well then. Hmm. Oh, we were out of cloth. Okay. Sure. Bullets. Guess there. I should start organizing better. I say again, as if I'm going to. I should. It's funny that these crates are less expensive, yet contain more. Okay, we'll start shoving all of those in there. I really need money. I guess I could also just start selling some of the extra blueprints. It's not like those matter. Alright, probably should actually refill some of my supply of arrows. Does seem that we are significantly faster with that. Trying to decide where I want to go. Not enough. Okay. I guess I can go back to the town and see if we can't grab someone there with just throwing a bowl at them once. That is definitely something we can do. Like, anybody who's unique in terms of their appearance. Like, I don't know, this old guy. Oh well. That's basically how we're going to have to capture the people in the village to see at least anybody of worth to us. It's just doing that. Alright, this is a different layout again. God damn it. I'm not sure how these cycle through which ones are which, or when they exactly change. Seems to be on some sort of real time timer of some kind, though. This used to just have the one waterlogged like ruin cave with all the like shacks and stuff. If I could find that place again, it'd be helpful. If only because I think maybe it has some different characters that spawn in it. If nothing else, making a pile of those flowers is at least going to help. I think we may attempt to fight Chillet soon. I'm not sure. He's level 11. A couple of thugs. Not really anything of interest. Speed flower. No real reason to pay attention to that. I'm starting to learn some of these layouts, though. Why are we able to get down this one? Not really anything here. Oh well. Kinda wish there was something down there. You know, besides just some mushrooms. They're still fighting him. I guess if I wanted to find the one layout again, wherever it might be, I really should just run around and go into dungeons, and if it isn't the correct layout, leave. Tiefent? I don't know how tough this thing is, actually, for an early game fight. Let's find out. The answer is it's not. I was kind of expecting the answer to be, yeah, no it isn't, but... You know, the deer caught me off guard, so... Yeah, I've come to a realization, I don't think these dungeons are randomized at all. I think they're literally the same layouts, and they just shift locations. $900 work speed because I keep doing these dungeons. My god. Alright. I'm fairly certain the village elder has the ability to pick crops. Oh well. I'm not gonna do that every time I come back here until I find the ones that I'm looking for. Let's go over here and see if we can't find something. It's starting to get hot here. Where is this guy? Over there. That's a quest NPC of some description. And, one that I know for a fact I wouldn't be able to catch. So I'm not messing with him. he would kick my ass. Shockwave and a ruby. Okay. Sorry, game, I don't have pals. This guy is over here. Okay. Oh, there's another one of those, and another one of those. Maybe I go down there after I see about this one. Scoot. Dine and Dasher. Alright, Scoot. It'll be funny if that worked. No. Scoot, do me a favor and, don't resist so much. Not a bad chance, but yeah. Ow. Get in the ball. This is over a 1 in 3. Fuck you. You die. Well, that was all my ability to capture right now. Damn it. I love failing a 1 in 3 so many times in a row. I mean, I failed a 50-50 how many? This shouldn't shock me. I don't want you anywhere near me, Dire Hal. I know what you're going to try to do. You're going to look at me like I'm edible. Fuck you. Fuck you, Baltimore. Okay. Aim, please. The aim assist in this game has more often than not prevented me from aiming. Okay, here's a bunch of grenaders. We'll come back to that. You know, at some point, whenever I have the ability to maybe, recruit one of them to a better living standard of life and, change their ways through a community-based effort of, criminal rehabilitation. I'm actually amazed with the number of ways I've found to describe me kidnapping people. Okay, you. Huh. Okay. You know what? Let's get a little bit of extra health. Dimensional PAL storage. Weapons workbench. Yeah, I don't care. We're far from needing to care about that. So, Scoot. Alright, thinking. We need somebody with transport and somebody with fire. Those are the two things we need. We unironically have plenty of people with everything else. Hi, Lynx. One moment. How has YouTube live chat frozen for me? There we go. Good job, YouTube. The only reason I saw that high was because it appeared on OBS and not on the YouTube chat. How are you? There's another green orb. Guess we could just walk around and pick these up. I mean, we're not in any particular great hurry. Work speed is not an awful thing to have, but it's just not that useful here. That's good to hear. The heat is picking up here. I don't know how long I'll be streaming for. Definitely will probably end stream within the next hour, though. As it starts getting towards noon, it's going to get up into the 90s again. Okay. Some of the other statue types would be nice to find. Although more capture rate is also still good. What do we have here? What kind of syndicate people do we have in this one? If it's just thugs, I might kill them to get the spheres they carry. I keep wanting to call them orbs. Gunner and some thugs. I see. Okay, game. Thank you. I totally want to just point my bow into the sky. I didn't like that arrow anyways. Oh, it's one of those. I found out that I played 83.6 hours since Saturday Palworld stream. Jesus Christ, dude. A very short grinding session indeed. That stuff is not what I needed. It's a very nice pond. I like this pond. I had a sudden temptation to throw an explosive in the pond. $83.6 hours. Christ. Light grinding off camera. Yeah. You know. Simple, easy. Nothing that major. I'm trying to think how many days it's been since Saturday. And trying to work out if those numbers even make sense. It's... You never turned that game off, did you? You literally never turned the game off. You actually ran it from Saturday whenever you stopped streaming to your stream earlier, huh? Okay, maybe you turned it off once, but wow. Neither of these kinds of people have fire or carrying. So now we've hit the bamboo groves. I might want to at least attempt to grab one of the grenadiers to see what they have. I feel like for some reason the grenadiers had carrying. If I can at least get somebody with transportation, then I can actually set up the village and have some humans working. Amione is such a fucking cute pal, by the way. Like, look at them. They're so cute. There's so many cute ones. What do we even have? I can't even use that. Until we get a fire human, we can't even make metal. Woolly pop. Might want to go up there. I don't think I have enough orbs. I also want to capture Scoot, the one bounty target. Somehow we failed. I don't know how many times on a 1 in 3, though. That really sucked. I guess capture rate would be good, but I don't know where any of that is. I'm really lazy, and I don't intend to, like, look at all. Oh yeah, that's one of the beginning islands over there, isn't it? Might be worth going over there. What are you doing? Drown. Wait. Okay, that's not back. Good. I was about to be like, wait, do those respawn? There's another dire howl. There's a church. They'll have something. Greetings and salutations, criminals. I have come to help, rehabilitate you. I like the stance they're hitting on me. Ah! Friendship. Of course they have this one. You want to try to get one that's actually useful, though. Earthquake resistant. Another one that's earthquake resistant. What? What's that dire howl doing? Alright, what do they have? What do they have? Come on, tell me they have transportation 1. Good. Fucking finally. Next time I should remember who has what. What the fuck was that noise? Oh, it was the dire howl. It in its disgusting goopy spit attack. I'm gonna go to the church. I want to see the church. Ain't no way I'm getting across that, though. Not without a little bit of cheese. I'm kind of hungry. Yeah. Okay, can I... Well, if I didn't continue running, maybe. Fuck. I'm drowning. Ow. Did I lose fucking connection? Why am I suddenly got no, dropped frames suddenly? God damn it. No. fucking ISP, man. Let's see. Stream health. Excellent. Nothing wrong. So why do I suddenly have this showing that I've not dropped any frames at all, despite having that been said like an hour or two ago? Okay. I'm getting hungry again. It has in fact been 3.5 hours. I am hungry. I want my stuff back. I'm not abandoning my stuff. I like my stuff. It's mine. You know what else I like? Cheese grommet. I like this game. This game's nice. It's peaceful.
Yep.
Alright, do I attempt to do that again? The answer is yes, because I don't learn from my mistakes. Why that time did it not do the same thing? What the fuck? Oh. It's right there. It's right there. Come on. I want to see the church. I want to see the rabbits. Show me the funny rabbits, George. Starts playing a Pippa video. Yay! You know, I might have been able to make it to the other side there if I had health again. Oh, that thing was... Kindly take it yourself and shove yourself straight up your own ass until you become a Klein loop, you fucking cat bastard. My patience for your bullshittery is negative. So eat it, fuckface. Alright. We'll take the more intended route this time. By that, I mean I'm gonna try to fly over there. As long as I don't drown, I can make it. Hooray! Yay! Those things are incredibly dangerous because 9 times out of 10, I actively have to correct it, slamming my head into a wall. But I'm okay. I'm fine. There's no permanent damage. Funny bird and hat. Hello. Alright, let's see what kind of motherfucker lives over here. Funny bird and hat. Why are you this fucking cute, you little shit? Hello, person in the funny outfit. Welcome. Haha, you have funny hats. There's nothing in this one. God damn it. Ah. I'm not trying to climb up, by the way. I just somehow accidentally kept going up. That's great. Yay, bouncy hair. It has been how long, and I'm still amused by that, by the way? I bet somebody has already made a tea pot that's shaped like that little elephant. I don't drink tea, but that would be nice to have. I cannot imagine this dungeon has any level of difficulty to it. There are two dungeons right next to each other over here. Oh. I wonder what it's going to have in it, actually. Because I haven't looked at these islands yet. This will be a fun experimental situation to see. It's a level 13. Okay. It's probably going to be almost the exact same dungeon. I'm not going to lie to you. Except I will. Don't worry, chat. I lie to you all the time. But you don't need to worry about it. Boing. Boing. More syndicate thugs. Okay. Wow, how little I give a shit. Okay, game. Why are you having chunky loads? I love how so far there's been just one who's always having an existential crisis. No, slamming my head into the wall still isn't caused an effect. I think I need to replace my body. I think this one's had a few too many blows to the head. I think I might need to replace this body. There's always something wrong with it. Who am I kidding? I wish that would auto-stack. Strange little cotton candy-headed freak. I bet you smell like wonderful things. I would really like something other than a work speed potion. That'd be nice. Oh god. Oh, I love how hot it is outside. Because it's starting to get really fucking awful right here. Turn on, you fucking shit-ass phone. What's the temperature? Oh god, it's 94 already. And it's not even fucking 11 o'clock. Ugh. Oh god. Ugh. There we go. At least we're getting a nice little set of fluids, too. How are we doing on stuff? Okay. It's work speed again. Damn it. Yeah, it's getting uncomfortable here. I guess I can go mark that other thing and try to get some of the town set up, though. And once we do that, I'll probably call it, just because, like, yeah. It's getting to that time of day where it's becoming a little bit unbearable. There's another dungeon over there. At least this area is like, got plenty of them, so it might be worth just coming over here and wandering around. I imagine the night times aren't bad either, so, yeah. I should be picking up any wool and leather I find just lying around, since we're not going to be able to have a ranch with that in it. But yeah, there's just one over there, too. It's one of those really nice, kind of just calm starting islands. Hello, random human. What are you doing here? Are you one of those rookie pal trainers? Yeah. I don't know why he was suddenly not hostile anymore. I'm gonna be honest. There was zero reason to do that, but hey, he's a mine foreman, so cool. He actually has use. I'll have to think of a name for everyone we put out into the town, but Remember that dodge does not remove the drawn state of the bow. Not that arrows are now a concern. I can make a hilarious number of them. I could run over there, but I'm not going to lie. Why is there so many fires? What is this? Why are there two of you? Are you practicing smoke signals? Is that what you're up to? Oh, you're a merchant. Oh. What do you have? I'm on fire. Ow. You're a pal merchant. Oh. I don't know why it has such weird fucking aim things like that, by the way. Like, this flick of the stick that I'm doing right now is basically the same that I was doing there, but for some reason it sometimes just shoots off into the sky. It's doing some sort of aim assist, but it just doesn't fucking work right. I've gotten horrendously distracted. I am fully aware of that. But these are merchants, and I don't know what they have. Think anybody saw that, thought it was yellow paint, and just started following it? Why is the fire hurting me? What do you have? Same kind of merchant. Okay. I really need some clothing with better fucking fire resist. But, you know, won't hurt me to be in during the night. Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm also just tired. Look at that thing go. Wow. Neat. I'm glad they're having fun. Alright, time to get back on track. Immediate distraction by shiny things on the ground. Hello, unfortunate creatures made of stuff I desire. Again, dodging does not undraw the bow. God damn it. Oh, whatever, it's a sidestep like that. There's another fire over there. God damn it. Oh, that's one of those sealed places. Oh. I can't believe these things are such a fucking terror as a boss group, the rubies. They are shockingly, like, good for, like, early game. With how just fast they are in terms of being a boss. Alright, where's the jumpy point? Here it is. Oh, hey, look, it's one of those. Oh, it's a camp over there. Ooh. The syndicate. Okay. All right. Back to base. Ow. God. It is getting late for me, technically, too. Just all of them. All right. So slight problem though. We still can't set up because we don't have a gatherer. I just realized. Okay. Put that in there. Guess throw that in there. Doesn't really matter. Alright, now can I repair my shit? No. I don't have enough wood. Stop that. Good job. I hate doors. That should at least be enough to repair that. Please. Not able to repair all yet. Okay. Oh, okay, that's a decently funny work speed for that. Now can I repair all? Yes, good. I really should be just taking these with me. They're useless otherwise. I don't know why I'm saving them. There we go. At least we can actually make some stuff really funnily quick now. You know, I'd hope so with 950 work speed. Alright, so what do we still need? We need a gatherer, and we need another shack, because that's going to be 4 people total. Alright. I don't really care to set up these any more than the basics until I actually have everything done, though. I really do wish that these areas would expand. Like, I'm pretty sure base size does not increase in terms of like distance it goes out for the most part. We're just gonna need more wood, so I might as well gather it now. I forget. Did I ever get the statue from up there? I'm not even sure. Oh, God. Oh, Right, I have basically no fucking carry capacity. How are we doing on some of this stuff? Okay. Dog coins will just slowly pile up. I might end up just using dog coins to buy some carry capacity potions. For the sake of actually having some carry capacity, mind you. Okay, let's see here. I don't have any, like, arrows stored somewhere stupid, right? Okay, no. Well, I'm hungry. It's getting really stupid hot here, and I'm also getting tired, so yeah. I probably know the answer to this, but is there anyone online that I can tell you guys to go watch? I have a feeling the answer is no. No. Alright. Well, that was interesting. I'll probably continue this some other point, but yeah. Probably. Huh. Alright. Thank you all for being here. Hope you had a good time. Hope to see you next time. Hopefully at a more reasonable time of day for me that isn't, like, getting into the 90s. Have a wonderful time of day and remember to do the human things to survive. Until then, sayonara. Bye. Go watch whoever you want.